I'm going to show you how to make this ABAB or Reversal Single Subject Research Design graph using Microsoft Office Excel 2007. The first thing you need to do is pause the tutorial, go to your Startup menu, open up Microsoft Office Excel, and then a blank file should appear and you're going to enter in these data as they appear. Once you've done that, go ahead and resume with the tutorial. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight these data. We're going to go to Insert, we're going to go to Line, and go to 2D Line with Markers. This graph should appear. Now to make sure it's the same size graph as our example graph to the right, we're going to go to the corner of D2 and drag it down to the corner of K16. Okay, it's the same size graph. Now let's start formatting. Click on the legend and then left click and then click Delete. Click on the major grid lines, left click, and then click Delete. Format the data series by left clicking, then right click, Format Data Series, Marker Fill, go to Solid Fill, select Black. And the reason for selecting black is because it's the most visible color regardless of printer. Go to Line Color, select Solid Line, select Black. Go to Marker Line Color, select Solid Line, select Black, then click Close. Now everything about your data series should appear in black, the data point, the line, and around the data point. Okay, now let's format our x-axis and y-axis scales. Let's start with the x-axis. Left click, then right click, then hit Format Axis. For major tick mark type, select None. For minor tick mark type, select Outside. For the position axis, select between tick marks, then click Close. To make sure that it's the same font size, go to Home and select 12. Now it should look exactly like the scale on our example. Go to the y-axis, left click, right click, select Format Axis. Go to Fix, type in -5. And this is so that we can raise our y-axis scale off of the x-axis. And any data that appear at 0 will be visible. Maximum, select 80. Major, select 5. Minor unit, select 5. Axis value, -5. And then select Close. And as you can see, our y-axis scale is now raised up off of the x-axis. Now to get rid of this -5, because we don't want it visible, make sure you click on the graph, go to Insert, go to Shapes, go to Text Box, and draw a text box over the -5. Right click on the text box, select Format Shape, go to Fill, go to Solid Fill, and select White. Go to Line Color, make sure no line is selected, and then click Close. When you click off of the graph, you should not be able to see the -5. And if you move your graph, the text box should go with. And if it doesn't, then that means you weren't clicked on the graph when you drew the text box. It's always important to make sure you're clicked on the graph anytime you do anything on your graph so that whatever you have drawn or inserted becomes part of the graph. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to enter in our titles for our scales. So to do that, you're going to click on your graph, go to Layout, go to Axis Titles, go to the primary horizontal axis title first, click on Title below Axis, type in Session, hit the Enter button, then to highlight it to make sure it's the same font size, highlight and then go to Font 14. Okay, now let's go to the y-axis title by going to Axis Title, go to Primary Vertical Axis Title, go to Rotated Title, and then write in frequency of SIB and hit Enter. Again, highlight to change the font size, go to Home, and select 14. Now you're also going to want to change the scale size to 12. Okay. Now the next thing that we need to do is to separate our data from baseline to intervention to baseline to intervention. To do that, you're going to select the first data point of the second condition, which will be data point 6, and select only that data point. Go to Format Data Point, go to Line Color, select No Line, and click Close. Then it should be completely separated. Then go to data point 15, select only that data point, go to Format Data Point, go to Line Color, select No Line, then click Close. Then go to data point 19 and do the same thing. Okay, now to make a clearer distinction between all of the conditions, we want to enter in a phase line. So to do that, make sure again you're clicked on your graph, go to Insert, go to Shapes, go to Line, and draw in the line. Okay, right click on the line, Format Shape, Line Color, be consistent, go with black. Line Style, I like to go with the 4th dash down. Click Close, and then you can make the adjustment. Now, copy that, and paste. And this is where it gets a little tricky because you need to grab right on that line to move it. You can always adjust it. Okay, and then we need to copy and paste that one more time. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is to draw in our condition labels. To do that again, you need to make sure you're clicked on the graph, go to Insert, go to Shapes, select Text Box, draw a text box, type in BL, highlight, go to size 14, and then we're going to copy that, select Paste, oops, just undo that, copy, then select Paste, and drag that there, copy, paste, and select Paste again. Just move them all into position and then we'll change the font in a second. Also create one for our participant identifier right there. Okay, now just go through and change the ones you need to. And then you can move the box in size if you need to. Okay. Now as you can see, this plot area is a little bit larger than this plot area. So to change the plot area, just click on it and then drag until it's the right size. Okay, and then you can also see the -5 is showing now. So just find that box and drag it over. And then anytime you do anything where you're adjusting your graph, everything gets shifted. So you just need to go through and move everything to where it needs to be. Okay, and that is how you create an ABAB or Reversal Single Subject Research Design using Microsoft Office Excel 2007 for a PC.